Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the July finals for the Torneo Corto between OpnoPoint and cytown. Should be a really good match here tonight. I'm Homer J. Smash. Joining me in the booth is Fryteeth. How we doing tonight, Fryteeth?
I'm good. Yeah, we've got our two runners who have won the most of these. They believe they've both won three at this point.
The battle for who's going to win number 4.
And we've got what has the potential to be a very quick flag set, but you never know.
Yeah, we can go ahead and talk about the flags here. We've got starting wood arrows. We do not have any heart shuffle. We know what the white sword item is, the ladder. We know the Armos item is going to be the bow, and there's a heart on the coast. So
And,
if the
and
white
red
sword
ring
item
and
is
silvers are in
there,
9.
and silvers are in 9, yeah, exactly. So if the white sword item is gettable, then you could definitely have a really quick seed.
Right, and with no overworld block forced on, I mean, in theory, you may just be able to run into these dungeons, pick up your Triforces, and go to 9.
That's exactly what I would want to be doing. Get there as fast as I possibly can. I think we might see the runners clear the overworld looking for that bow, looking for that ladder. Obviously, you're going to get the Armos item as soon as possible, but you want to get that ladder before you are deep in an 8 and you realize you have a ladder block.
Yeah, and also that ladder is only 4 hearts.
Yeah, white sword item, 4 hearts, mags, all of them, 14. So probably not going to see a magical sword pickup by either runner here.
Especially with these two runners. And Heart Shuffle turned off.
And heart shuffle turned off. Although what's funny is whenever heart shuffle's off, I feel like I see hearts all the time.
I keep telling myself it's just, what's the right term for it? It's bias that I think that's happening, but it sure seems like it happens a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like because you're seeing it anecdotally, then it's true. Here we go, starting off in the desert. I love the start screen. You're right by these 3 Armos here, and not too far from getting onto the other side. Definitely better than like a Deadwood start.
I believe that our door repair there.
Early
Oh,
door
no,
repair. I know Sai likes to check these caves up here to try to get the wood sword. He figures he's close enough to the Armos that when he up A's, he can come back here, but he wants to get a jump on these 3 caves. Opno's showing us what's in the top right corner. cytown finds the any roads, and we have a candle for 57 rupees.
well, that's an annoying spot because you've got to clip back in there, but at the same time, it's going to let him check this other Armos very quickly.
Yeah, I think you're happy enough with that. You can clip back into the power bracelet spot, like you said. A little tricky depending on the enemy sets. We find 1 on Opno's side and level 7 over on Sai's side.
Nice easy Triforce in level 1, but no, well, that's not going to help. But this is one of those odd flag sets where, he's in there swordless, he may not be able to progress any further. You may grab that Triforce and never come back, which is an odd thing to do in level 1.
Yeah, right, exactly. But knowing where Silver's ladder and bow are, a lot of the times that's what you need. We might need a raft or a power bracelet to open something up. cytown gets hit by the Lionel beam. Unfortunate there.
That's a rough screen with all those Lionels to do that swordless.
It really is. Yeah, that's rough. So he's going to reset here and try to probably hit the forest Armos, and hopefully that he doesn't, for his sake, hopefully he doesn't have to go back there for the Armos item. And there's the bow.
We could always have our sword on that screen.
That's true. Could have the sword there or the arrow shop. You want to buy arrows. At least for me, I mean, I buy arrows every seed, but with silvers and 9, definitely want to have arrows in hand.
Hopefully we don't buy arrows in this seed because we start with them.
Well, that's true, Fry. So that's why you're smarter than me. Although I probably would buy arrows in this seed because I've definitely done it before.
Boy, I don't think you can play as long as the two of us have and not have done that a few times. Because I
Yeah,
know
but oh, there's the arrow shop. Don't buy them up. No, don't listen to me. Might need that meat though. 72, 75. I can't remember. One of them was arrows and one of them was meat. 72 for the meat. Okay. Nice use of Zora's projectile to get into that cave there. Cytown finds level 5, Vanilla 2, and pretty expensive bombs Opno found.
the keys art price isn't too bad at 68, but
Yeah, 68's really nice. 35 for bombs though, that sucks. Or 30, 33, mid-30s, whatever it was. And Opno took the exact same death that Cytown did. There we go. Nice candle for Psy. Always nice to find.
And the Grias do go down to 3, but no bomb drop.
If I had seen the candle shop on Psy's side, I would have been tempted to take the heart, just because we know the white sword item is a ladder, but I think it's so important just to take the first candle you can get your hands on. Unless you're like, you already know that you're a screener or two away from the candle shop you've already seen. All the money might be candle blocked, so.
I think the key to me would be is if you've seen the ladder already, I'm gonna definitely take the heart if I know where that ladder is.
Yeah, I guess the other consideration is we know the heart container's on the coast, and so it's not like a game-changing item like a white sword or a wand might be. We found level 4 here on the coast, so we've already found 1, 4, 5, 7, and 9.
Cytown gets the bad news about those bomb prices, but at least that medium secret will buy you some.
Yeah, and it's not the rare shop, which is nice. That one's really close to where they started, so really convenient. 39 is great for a mid-secret. Opno spin.
I'm surprised if we see Cytown go back and buy some bombs.
Yeah, no, for sure. You're just gonna lose the money anyways. You might as well get it. Opno doing a lot of HUD clipping already. You can see how useful that can be on certain screens. Definitely not a requirement, but is something that you can do. And Opno is, with the bow and arrows, able to do some damage here. Same thing for Psy. So they do have a way to combat, but definitely want to get that sword in hand. Cytown finds the letter as Opno gets his candle.
He does get a bomb drop though.
Yeah, I'd really like to see the globals, the luck taken out of the RNG taken out of the globals, so that everybody has the same drop schedule, for lack of a better word.
I wonder if there's a way to do that. I know, I play a lot of Final Fantasy randomizer, and there's actually a flag that does exactly that. It gives everyone the exact same RNG.
Yeah, I think that's a really cool way to play, because then it's everyone's got a level playing field. And Sai's not even stepping foot in one. Wants that sword, wants that ladder. He knows it's going to be a fast seed, so I think he's prioritizing. Let me go ahead and get my bases covered. I already know where the bow is. I know the ladder is going to be on the overworld. Let me get what I need as fast as I can. Could have really worked out for Opno if the white sword or something was sitting just on the floor and won. Would have been a big advantage.
Another medium secret.
Yeah, money will not be a problem in this seed.
Expecting the
137 for the large. Holy moly.
Cytown did reset out of that. Checked all that whole northeast corner and reset to get his bombs back.
Yep, very smart. We got level 6 here in the forest. So it's looking pretty good for running. We're still missing 2, 3. Meet the old man at the grave. So that's going to be mags. Oh, actually, I think it's normal hints.
It's normal hints, so...
So that means nothing. I mean, maybe it's at the grave, but he's just telling us what the old man in vanilla tells us. Yeah, you don't really see normal hints too often.
I couldn't tell you the last time I've seen that flag turned on.
And Opno gets a heart from a Goma, so he can pick up the ladder whenever he finds it. So looking for 2, 3, 8, and also the white sword item. Opno's going to try for a Kananaki here. It's actually set up pretty well to do it with the arrows. Not really sure. I guess maybe he was on a bomb count.
I guess it's also something we could mention here that one of the fun things if you can win this is you get to choose the flags for next month's tournament.
Yeah, that's right. The Torneo Corto it's a short tournament. I believe that's what that stands for, and it happens once a month on the second Thursday of the month or something like that. And anybody can run in it. They take the top 8 and they do a little mini bracket, and then yeah, like you said, if you win, you get to pick the flags.
Got 8 on cytown side, so now we're now looking just for 2 and 3.
2, 3, yeah, and that ladder, which I guess, oh, and there's 2. Wow, so really just need 3 at this point. And we did see a ladder block in 6, but I don't think Opno didn't have bombs, or when he was over there, he didn't bomb when he didn't have the map yet when he had bombs. So not sure if it's the ladder block yet. It would be kind of interesting if the only thing that you were blocked on the overworld from was the white sword item, and then we can gamble on whether or not we actually need the ladder.
Well, that was going to be my question to you. So let's say we find level 3 here relatively quickly. Do you bother to look for the ladder?
I suppose if I've already got the sword, I guess it really depends on how many overworld caves I have left. If I've got all of Death Mountain plus all the Power Bracelet and Raft and all those blocked spots, then I probably just start running. Just assume that I don't need the ladder. But if you only have 6 caves left, I think it's worth it to go ahead and dig it out. You know exactly what it is. Even when it's not required, I've never been unhappy to have the ladder. It's just a really useful item. So like an NSU room can be pretty brutal without a ladder.
That's certainly true. You're never unhappy to find a ladder.
So I find the other ends of these any roads, so now we know where these go. One by start and one of the dead. Yeah, pretty good.
Opno's going to find level 8 here.
And just lots of money. Still no sword. I think we've got H1. We've got the East Death Mountain spot. We never went back to Death Armos, I don't believe, unless Opno did it and I just missed it.
I think we've got 2 grave spots.
And the grave, yeah, I think you're right.
Or did cytown check? I can't remember which grave spot cytown check.
I think the actual grave and I think Vanilla 6 have been not checked. It would be kind of funny if the normal hint was accurate, like in a French vanilla sense, if that was where the wood sword was.
Well, I guess we can't have all the secrets be good. There's our small secret at 3.
Man, Opno is doing a lot of digging without a sword. Definitely could pay off here. I like Cytown's more conservative approach, though. Go ahead and dig out the overworld here. He's got his sword here, 13 minutes. He's going to do all of these dungeons faster than Opno is with the sword in hand. Now, Opno, you know, he could find the white sword in the next room, and then all bets are off. But I believe that you will see Cytown continue to dig the overworld until we find 3 and ladder. If he finds 3, I think he goes ahead and digs it now that he has the sword. But I do think he's not going to go into 8 or 6 without the ladder unless we've determined that it's blocked.
No, I agree with you, especially because if he hasn't seen all the levels, I know Opno hasn't seen a couple of them that Cytown has seen, but has Cytown seen everything but 3 at this point?
Yeah, I believe Cytown has seen everything but 3.
Now we also notice the screen Cytown's on. We've got one of our newest flags in the randomizer. If you want to get through the dead woods here, you don't have to screen scroll in if that flag is on. You can just walk right through.
Oh yeah, you know, I don't think I've actually even played a seed with that. I didn't even notice that sitting over there.
I believe that and both that and the other bridge are turned on, which we'll see on Opno's screen right now.
Yeah, this bridge I think is a good idea. This is something I think I was one of the people that asked for it actually, because it doesn't it's no different for like runners like me and you. We've screen scrolled that a million times, but it is a hurdle for newer runners to get on the routing to get over there. So it's just one of those things. It actually you brought up Final Fantasy randomizer earlier, and the map edits in there. It's kind of how I got the idea. So you see Cytown taking a potion. He already has his 4th heart. He knows that he can pick up the ladder, so he'd much rather have the potion. Now, obviously, in that game, the map edits are more strategic and provide ways to open up the game much earlier. But it's a similar idea, just you know, using map edits to change strategy or to provide a wrinkle for the game, I suppose. I know some veteran runners look at it as like training wheels, that they think that it's like forcing bad habits on runners, but I don't really see it that way. You can always screen scroll it anyways, and it's faster to screen scroll, so.
No, I'm in complete agreement with you. Anything that just makes it easier for new runners to get started. You know, when you're first running this game, and you know, you can learn the screen scrolls, but it shouldn't feel like that's the first thing you need to do to be at all competitive.
Right.
So I think that flag was a wonderful addition.
And I believe that Sai's done pretty much everything other than Death Mountain, and I don't know that he ever went back to the grave.
Yeah, I think we're about to see a blue ring purchase on Cytown's side.
Yep. Yeah, this is another thing that so like Opno might buy this 108, 109, whatever that was, big shield. He likes to run with the big shield. Cytown likes to buy a blue ring if he's got a lot of money and, you know, nothing else to spend it on. It's just a good note for people that are starting out that these are 2 of the best runners, and you know, you'll have people that that say never to buy a blue ring or never to buy a big shield is a waste of money, and like, you know, these guys are making it work just fine for them. The point is to win the game, okay? Doesn't matter what you do to get there.
Right.
Nice, early Triforce in
ring
2.
makes you get through the seed faster, then it's a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially with first quest overworld money, there's just a lot of it. And they started with arrows. You know, if you're smart with your bombs, once you get one pack, essentially you could have infinite bombs if you can count consecutively. And we're not going to be buying any hints this seed, hopefully, because they're not going to tell us anything useful. And I mean, look, so he already bought a blue ring and he's sitting at 50 rupees. So might as well spend your money. Obviously, bomb upgrades are good. We might need meat. You know, there's things to consider, but early, I like to buy stuff because they're just gonna steal your money anyways. Kathy bringing up a good point in chat too. We're going low percentage for this. Heart shuffle's off. We already know where the bow and silvers are, so we're not really digging dungeons for items. In fact, if we can access 3 and the ladder, then we're in Triforce and Go mode. So getting a blue ring is going to make getting deep into a level 8 or a level 7. As Opno finally gets his sword here, 19 minutes. Makes it all that much easier and faster. Cytown burning himself so that he can set up a count.
Also want to mention, we saw on Opno's side one of the interesting consequences of this flag set. You know, how many times in a seed, 18 minutes in, would you run into level 2, grab the Triforce, and get out? But that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, not very often. So Sai using his arrows effectively, nice ranged weapon. He is counting to make sure that that he kills the 10th enemy with a bomb. Now he gets a refill of his bombs. Death Mountain and level 9 are 2 places you never want to run out of bombs. So if you're only going to pay attention to it, then I really recommend starting on Death Mountain, building up your count. And level 9 end game, don't run out of bombs in level 9.
Not much worse than having to leave level 9 to go buy bombs.
No, it feels awful. It feels awful. And you know, I try to take a look when I'm at like 2 or 3 bombs. That's the time to start counting. It's Opno showing off the lack of screen scroll there. It's pretty cool. I've never seen that. And Cytown counting, see, just like that. He already had 2 bombs. Well, he had 3 bombs. Going to use a bomb to get 4 more.
So we're still looking for level 3 in our ladder, and I think we've only got 4 screens left to check.
Yeah, East Death Mountain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the good news is he didn't do any digging without a sword, so every room that Opno cleared, and there's our ladder, speak it into existence. So now we've got, 3 caves up here to look for level 3? And if level 3's up here, then Cytown's running downhill. The only thing that would stop us at this point is a Dig Dogger block.
But if it's not here, then we get to start digging dungeons for whatever's blocking 3.
Yeah, exactly. I guess keys are also a consideration. Those could get us in trouble here. But
think both of them have bought at least one key already.
yeah, 68. Key, you know, when you see, if I see keys under $80, I'm definitely buying a key. I've bought keys with the any key. Just like, hey, there we go. See shiny thing, grab shiny thing. And we are blocked. And there's the big shield purchase from Opno. So I think this is still in Sai's favor because Opno has already got the Triforce out of 1 and 2. So if I'm Opno, I would rather dig out items from dungeons that I don't have the Triforce yet. Because logically you might find the item on your way to the Triforce. But for cytown, he hasn't even been in 1 or 2, so he's definitely going to clear both of those.
Although both of those have Triforce, just a room or two in, so be an interesting call. But
Yeah, he beelines right for it. Maybe he does. Maybe he goes to 2. I mean, 1's close enough to start to where they started that it's not hard to get back there. Okay, yeah, this
wanted the health refill.
Yeah, this I think it's smart. I mean, it's you need an item, so you might as well get, because then you can get keys, you can get the any key, you can get the book. I believe is an atlas in this flag set. Yeah, book is an atlas, so book would be huge. These guys are great to build your get your oh, bam, there's the raft. Oh my goodness, if that blocks 3, holy moly. OpnoPoint gets his ladder, 24 minutes. So hopefully for his sake, power bracelet or recorder is necessary for 3.
Well, we're gonna know very quickly. cytown is immediately heading to those raft spots.
Check out that big shield action on OpnoPoint side. This screen would be awful. And he's just able to tank all of that. We got a candle shop. That's not going to help us. That's a really, I love, it's a really great showcase of what the big shield can do.
Alright, so Opno's one screen away from getting his news that he's going to need to dig something out to find level 3.
Yeah, I believe he's also seen everything. cytown gets the map in 4. Kind of looks like somebody's sitting down. And a nice quick try in 4 as well. Wow. So we really need like the recorder to be deep in 8, or let's do the power bracelet deep in 8. That's blocked by a dig dogger, and you need to go deep into 7 to pull the recorder out.
What do you want that recorder to be shuttered in an 8 blue wizard room?
Oh, of course. Of course. Well, if you're Opno, you know, a quad shooter room would be really good, because with that shield, he's gonna be able to block those beams. Another key purchase here by cytown. I don't think that'll be the last one that he does, unless we find the any key. Just a guess. Opno is going to dig out 4 now. Just need a stair item, so you know this makes sense. That's gonna give up the bomb capacity.
Love aid there.
Yeah.
I hate giving up bombs.
Me too. I almost refuse to give up bombs.
Just to see if you could have bombed your way around this.
Yeah, one of those things too, though, where it's like you gotta go fast, You know, he knows he's up against cytown. He just wants to run. So I get it. I get it. Cytown's going to show us just how ahead he is right now. Not that ahead. We've got ourselves a race. Awesome. Recorder or power bracelet?
And the only thing that ref gets him is possibly a couple more keys.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you definitely could find worse things. So now for Opno, so if he pulls the power bracelet out of here, then he definitely has taken a lead. Assuming that the power bracelet is what blocks 3. And it's the recorder. That is huge. You know, even if that doesn't block, even if 3 ends up being power bracelet block, the recorder is such a great item to have because he can whistle right back to all these dungeons that he left. Great call, not taking that Triforce and running for Opno. I totally understand why Side took the try and left. I think that if 4 had been like deep on Death Mountain, you know, far away from where we started, I think maybe he digs out the item. But being by the coast and they started kind of over on that side of the world, I think it makes a lot of sense for him to leave. That's a familiar tune. Oof. We do have blue Wizrobes here in 2. And I think Opno's going right for Vanilla 7, so I think we're going to see if this is the block of 3.
And I like that. You know, you found an item. You know, you want to go capitalize on it if there's something to be gained from it.
For sure. I hope it's behind those blue Wizrobes in 2, because that 2... Oh, Cytown's going to go to 8, and we need the power bracelet! Wow! Oh, man. They both find a blocking item, and it's not what we need. Oh, man, I really hope we have to go back to 2, heal all those blue Wizrobes to find the map, and then figure out where we need a bomb. That 2 sucked. And now we're both in 8.
Several of those walls.
He did, yeah, there was nothing. So he probably knows which one it is to bomb. Now, Opno was in here earlier. He has the compass. I don't remember which room he found that in, but he went through this transport that size in, and he cleared some of the stuff with arrows. Didn't have the sword yet. So if a Dig Dogger is blocking something, then this is going to be a huge lead for Opno. But assuming that the Power Bracelet is gettable, we're just about even Stevens, with the Triforces out of 1, 2, and 4.
There's the compass in 8. And he's got to up 8 because he was locked in with the Dig Dogger, speaking of that.
And Side left after he got the Raft out of 1, so he's got 1 item left in 1, 1 item in 2, 1 item in 4, and now he's in 8. I would assume that you just roll your way to the Triforce and, you know, you clear stair rooms if you're in them, but I'm not going to go out of my way to look for stair rooms here. Maybe kill like easy rooms like this for keys.
Yeah, it depends how convoluted your path to the Triforce is.
Yeah, it looks like you can't go this way. Oh, it does get bombs again, so that's good. We're gonna have to take that transport. I like this. Gonna take a look at the little one-off rooms. Because you know you don't need to clear anything that doesn't have a stair potential in it. So super fast. And two stair items in here, so good bang for your buck. Be nice if we have to go through this Patra.
And that's where we see that blue ring paying off for cytown.
Yep. This room here. This is an example of like maybe one of the few ways that cytown still has to grow as a runner, because he cleared that room. It only drops in 1, 4, and 5, and yeah, it was fast. Ooh boy, can this bomb? Okay, just about to get it. It still might be interesting. Okay,
Like
not as interesting. Oh god dang, it has to spend the key though. It keeps getting locked in with these dig doggers. I would be really nervous if I was cytown. I hate seeing dig doggers at all if I don't have the recorder. Just like if I don't have the ladder, I don't like looking at water. I don't want to see it. I never want it to be there. Oh boy. Game keeps teasing me. Oh, and we can't Canana this because there's nothing in it. What a troll. What was the situation over on the right-hand side? I feel like...
I don't think we've seen the right-hand side at all.
I think that's the room that Opno's in now. So there is a way to Canana that. Those enemies will come back. So I think he can get here. Oh, no, there's bubbles in the room. He's got to leave the dungeon. Brutal. So we have the magic boomerang and 8. Was that the wooden or the magic boomerang? It was a little
magic
shiny
boomerang.
on my side.
Thought so.
And there's the heart. He just wants a key. Oh my gosh, that is actually hilarious. That and this is what I was talking about. He's clearing this room. Can't bomb out of it, so he has to get through it on the right side. It's not going to drop anything for sure. He's able to clear rooms so fast though, so it's like he never learned what drops where. Like I'm much slower at clearing rooms, so I had to learn as best as I could what drops where, so I wasn't clearing things unnecessarily. He's just so fast that it doesn't matter.
Opno on his side, this Patra is very likely guarding our second item.
Yep. And nope. And there is a key for cytown. Huge. Huge. What a relief. I wonder if we checked the bottom little tail section.
Opno did.
Okay, so
I think we might be missing sort of down from where the Triforce is. Those...
Yeah. Yeah, Opno's not going to check it out.
I thought he might because he's seen almost every room in there.
Yeah, I guess, he's got the record, he can go back. So cytown is praying that there's not a key door over here on the left, and he's very happy. And he's going to clear this Patra, kind of like what you were thinking. And now, did cytown see the boomerang? No, Opno saw the boomerang.
It's on Opno's side.
Because then if I was Cy, I would have gone into the Triforce room. I feel like the Triforce in 8 loves to be in rooms that are stairs. Opno's showing off what I was talking about earlier with these mole dorms. If you take a bop and then you kill all the mole dorms except for one, the last one will drop a bomb for you. Gets, unfortunately, doesn't get the mole dorm with that one, but did open up the wall. And a good example of why not to wait until you're at 1 bomb to actually get your bomb force. So this is all new territory for us in here in level 2. Oh boy. Man, there's dig doggers everywhere.
I'm surprised Opno didn't put a bomb down before he moved the recorder there. But
Yeah, wants to live dangerously, Fry. Listen, we don't have time to drop bombs. I do that a lot. I don't drop a bomb and I say, please just be 1. And then it's 3. And then I say, ah, man, please roll down. There's another keeper just by cytown. Gonna take his bridge across. What will they say? My goodness, we're taking bridges across? Invalid seed, right?
this too is not getting any friendlier.
No, this too sucks.
At least the virus.
Oh, nice.
Bomb.
Yeah, that's always good. And showing off that half tile. Also, I was trying to tell my my apprentice to stay on the half tile and fight those wizrobes below them. It is dropping bombs though, so that's good. All right. What's in 7 and what's in 2? At this point, I like the play in 7 better because we don't have the Triforce there. And this 2 kind of sucks. It's eating up a lot of time here. But I also get it, 2's so small. You know, you figure, oh, there's the book. So we're done here. That'll actually be really helpful. Love getting an atlas.
Yeah, it's a very, very nice item to find, but not required. Now we're going to see Opno go find his raft. 1.
Man, these stick doggers are everywhere. So gonna get the raft out of 1. Do you leave right away and go check the raft spot? Or do you stick in here because you know there's another item? Well, if you're Opno, you leave right away. I would have stayed. But I get both things.
Yeah, I feel that way for either runner because, yeah, both of them, they're just... I feel like you've got to take a chance, at least for me, against either one of these runners.
I hate going back to places. If it was like 8 and I found it in a stair and I still had a lot of rooms left, then I definitely am leaving with the raft. But me personally, I think I stick it out just to see what the other item in 1 is. Any key would be huge. Red ring would be huge. Wand probably even. It's going to be a game changer.
It could also be that to get any further in that one, you know, Opno would have had to use his last key.
True.
I mean, he can certainly go and buy as many keys as he wants right now.
Yeah, he's got a lot of money. Man, I am so nervous if I'm side. Look, there's just dig doggers freaking everywhere. Like, come on. There's like no Gleox to be had and dig doggers everywhere. This seed sucks. There's the Triforce. So we're just looking for stair rooms, and we're hoping we don't get blocked in by any more gosh darn dig doggers. I remember I lost a race to you, gosh, probably 6 years ago at this point, in the finals of one of our battle royales because you got the recorder early and then I never saw it until the very end.
I gotta be honest. Oh, that was BR. I think that was the very first BRs evolving.
I think you're right. I think that's exactly what it was. And I remember I found the recorder, and then I went right to 9 because that was the thing that I needed. But I needed to go kill something first. But I went into 9 and then was like stupidly standing in the in the foyer looking at the old man like, why can't I get in here? The recorder's what I needed to bust open the seed.
That's right. I think it was like the Triforce in 7 was recorder blocked.
Yeah. Gonna use a potion here for Psy, very smart. Does kind of suck. He's just like deep in this dungeon and has to kill this Patra. Probably gonna bomb these walls to see if the item is gettable through here.
That 6 isn't too big on Opno's side compared to what we normally see.
And here's the item. It's the any key with 0 keys. Yes. Opno finds a stair. Needs to be careful. Or just needs to bust his way through it. Either one will work. What do we got here? It is the red candle. Okay, so we've got an item left in 1. We've got an item in 5. And the other item in 8.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, I can't believe we're 44 minutes in and we don't know what the other item in 1 is.
I think Cytown might go there right now. That any key. You're no longer worried about burning keys to get through there.
100%. Yeah, I don't remember where 5 was. I know we saw it early. Something was where Vanilla 2 is. That might have been 5.
Could have been.
And this one we saw on Opno's side was pretty linear. There's a heart. I don't think. Oh no, that can't be the heart because the coast heart is the coast heart. So we're just looking for our last item. And Raft was on the floor, so it is a stair that we need here. Man, so many bomb force opportunities here. And so many keys too. Opno, okay. Opno has the Triforce. It's a Wall Master room, so Dig Dogger not rearing his ugly head yet.
No, we just saw another one in level 1.
They're all over. I mean, the good news for Cytown is if the power bracelet's an 8, you're going to get your recorder out of 4 here next. Here's the item in 1, unless... No, we weren't segmented. So this will be the item in 1. And it's the white sword, so 5 or 8. Gonna be our power bracelet today.
Bet you were
46 minutes in.
at the same time.
Yeah, but Opno's gonna have this map, which could make a big difference, because this map is something else. Double segment.
It does, but Cytown's gonna have the white sword.
True. Yeah, I mean, Opno has 255 arrows, which do the same amount of damage to everything other than Dark Nuts and Wizrobes. And Cytown has the any key, so kind of pick your poison. There's the other bomb upgrade. And this is a Dark Nut dungeon, so arrows only going to get you so far. So here's where
He's already skipping rooms.
Here's a little question I have. So Opno didn't get the other item in 1. The reason why I wonder about that is I think Cytown's gonna have to use a potion here. Um, is so now if you're in 5 and you find the Triforce, you know, do you just leave because you still have an item in 1, or do you go ahead and get the item here? It's like at a certain point you've got to just get the items. And knowing that, you know, 1 is so small, that's why I really like to stay in there. Same thing with 8. You know, it only had a few rooms left in 8. It is, and I'm not second guessing him. It's like just a kind of a strategy question. I totally understand why he's doing it. You know, like you said, you want to go fast, you got to take chances. But it is a consideration. Cytown's going to build up a count here for bombs.
Well, Opno found the other mugger, and I don't think he bombed down from that room. Because there was one room below it, unless I'm mistaken.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see. Oh man, that is a confident bomb force there. Holy moly, that would have scared the heck out of me.
Not me. I already know I would have missed it.
Oh, and there's the map. So that's actually huge for cytown. So now clear advantage in this 5 with the white sword and with the any key. Opno does find a staircase, and it's the wand. That is huge for him. Now he does have the book, so that's going to be nerfed a little bit, but that combat advantage, at least in a Darknut dungeon, not in a Wizrobe dungeon, but in a Darknut dungeon, combat advantage has been equalized.
So it tells us we've got to go back to 8.
We got to go back to 8. Yeah, we got to go back to 8. Just for those few rooms. I mean, once Opno gets there, he's going to know like exactly where to go. He can't have that much left of that 8 to do. cytown definitely has more to do because he has all those dig doggers he has to kill too that didn't have an item in the room. And he doesn't track every single room like we do. So, does he remember? He's going to be looking at his HUD screen probably and assuming that he cleared the rooms that he was in, but with that recorder and just knowing how many dig doggers were in that 8. Opno's going to find the other transport.
But we've also got Opno still has level 7 to clear. He's still got the other item in 1.
Yeah.
cytown's still got the book that he hasn't found in 2. And
yeah, so I mean, Opno's definitely going to go to 7 before you go back to 8. And you're going to get the item out of 1. There's the Triforce. So we did need to take that transport. Hard required. Opno's going to be off to 7 now. He'll full clear 7. cytown picks up his 10th heart. If you had told me that he'd have 10 hearts in this seed, I would have not taken that bet.
that's for sure.
There's the bomb down for the mugger that you were talking about, and that's the compass. Of course, it probably had to be. I think Opno saw every other room. And Opno's buying some keys, like you said. All that money, might as well.
He's gonna head to 7, and I assume we'll see cytown head to 6. And this is our first time we've gotten to see this map of 7. That's not a small 7.
No, this map is crazy. I hate maps like this, so it's segmented, maybe. And what I mean is, it's obviously it's all connected, but there might be a block in that where that linear path is. Any dungeon that's linear and big like that, I always hate them because they could just be segmented. This is like how cytown is it's discovering here that it's segmented. Now this is the transport here, so not really that big of a troll, but just a minor one. I don't remember where the Triforce was in this 7.
I don't either. Cytown was in this 7 for quite a while.
All right, so cytown's gonna do 6. So they're kind of just trading, you know, big dungeons here. So how quickly can cytown find the Triforce and the item in the 6? Does get the map right away. It's definitely gonna help. And then Opno still needs to go to 1 to get that item. cytown still has to go to 4 and 2. And that 2 was not friendly. And now he's going to leave the heart. Got to save those frames, man. Don't have time for that art. Not only does it cost you to walk over there to pick it up, but also it makes the Triforce fill up that much longer.
I believe this was our transport on cytown's side. Oh no. Alright, Opno sees his Triforce in 7. He's going to keep going. And he's not quite as short on keys as cytown was, but I'm sure he won't.
Yeah, cytown found it with 0.
Yeah, he won't turn the any key down.
No. I think I've picked up the any key with 20 keys before. Because you know what's better than 20 keys? All the keys. So he's going to be done with this 7 before cytown's done with the 6. cytown's going to be disappointed to find this red candle. He does like a red candle, but with a wand and this sort of a seed. Definitely not going to go pick it up.
And speaking of, any key pickups, I always remember the race cytown had where, any key was on the coast. He had 1 key and didn't go get it before he went to 9.
Yep, I remember that. Here we go. So cytown saw the red candle. I must have been looking at Opno's screen at the time. Of course, the Wall Masters drop a clock, because why wouldn't they? It's hard-coded in, I think. So pretty even Stevens here. Opno maybe a little bit ahead because he just has to get this item out of 1 and then go back to 8. cytown still has an item in 2, which sucked, plus the item out of 4. And I think the Opno has less of 8 to do. But pretty darn close. And Opno picks up the heart there, so he's a couple hearts away from Magical Sword. Magical Sword would be a pretty big game changer, going from Wood Sword to Mags.
Right, except we know he's going to find his white sword here in about, 30 seconds.
Yeah, I always hate when I find the white sword after I've picked up Mags. It's like, oh, are you kidding me? Like, I could have had this, 45 minutes ago.
And Opno shows us his feelings about finding that white sword.
Yep. I know cytown's not happy to see all these dig duggers. Like, what the heck? And both these guys are like 57 minutes in. Tick, 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 tick. Like, shoot. Any minute now, these guys are done. cytown's using his bombs, trying to be as fast as he can. Opno's flying through this 8. Gonna take the... So you must take the transport and then maybe work your way west and then south?
I think so. But I haven't been mapping.
Yeah, you know, you would know better than me, that's for sure. And no map in this 2. And man, it's just...
Yeah, I don't think we ever saw a map in this 2. I wouldn't be surprised if that map is in that Wizrobe room that cytown was in early.
No, I think it definitely has to be because we needed a bomb to get out of there. We saw the map when Opno picked up the Atlas, but I don't recall what it looked like. And there it is, power bracelet, like we knew in 8. So 58 minutes in, Opno can go to 3. Decent lead, I would say. cytown still has to get this Atlas out of 2, has to go back to 4 to get the recorder, and then it won't take him too long to get the power bracelet out of 8. So it's definitely not over. Who knows what's up with level 3? And we haven't seen, obviously, 9. Still have to find silvers, you know, so there's still a lot of game here. Opno does get the level 3 found over here in the Lost Hills.
No, cytown heads to level 8.
Okay, so cytown going right to 8, which is the play.
And it does make sense because he hasn't seen either item in 8.
You're right. He's got 2 stair items in 8 and not a lot of rooms because he had to do that whole dance looking for a key. There's the pretty easy Triforce in 3. So Opno's going to be a 9, just under, probably right around 1 hour in.
And he's going to have a healthy lead heading into 9.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, he's going to have a couple minute lead into 9 for sure. You know, up to 5 minutes, I would say. It depends on how long it takes cytown to make his way through this 8. These rooms aren't being super kind to him because you're getting locked in with all this garbage.
Immediate silvers.
Holy moly. Well, there's a lead. There's a lead for Opno. So at this point, we are just looking for Ganon and Zelda.
But I mean, cytown will find those equally quickly.
Yep. Yeah, it's just how long is it going to take him to find this power bracelet? And, you know, it's one of those things. We've all been in those 9s where sometimes you go the right way, you win. You go the wrong way, you lose.
Alright, well, cytown's got his power bracelet here.
This is a decently small 9. You're missing 2 full columns, and then a good chunk of another column. And it's a nice, like, kind of chunky unit. It's not all spread out, which I like. Not sure why cytown's killing this room. Oh, Triforce, duh. What am I thinking? Yeah, for some reason I was thinking he was looking for an item, but no, he's looking for the Triforce. There we go. Okay, 102.55, so he's going to be about 3 minutes behind Opno, something like that.
Yeah, I'll get an exact time on that when cytown gets into 9.
Opno's been in here for a little while for sure. Has some advantage on routing.
Yeah, Opno entered at 1 minute or 1 hour 33 seconds. So yeah, lead of 250 for Opno entering 9.
Yeah, he's made good use of it. You know, he's seen a decent amount of this this 9.
Well, maybe cytown's not going to find those silvers.
Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Not yet, anyways. So Opno's in new territory up here. That would be nice if we need to take that transport to get to Ganon or Zelda. And I love the newest flag in the randomizer is that the life up in the top right turns to roar when you're adjacent to Ganon. So that Aqua Menace room that could have fooled us in the past, not going to fool us today. Cytown gets his silvers. Luckily, that transport didn't really lead him too far astray. And Opno, you know, showing off that big shield again. That maze room with the Wizrobes. It's a pretty crappy room to kind of navigate your way through. It still took some hits for sure, but made it better with the big shield. These walls do not want to bomb. So Opno still has a blue potion. I don't know if... Did Cytown get another potion? I don't think he did.
No, because cytown found the letter very, very early, but he reset out of it and never picked it back up.
Yeah, it didn't go back.
Well, here's a potential issue.
Oh, because he never went to 4. Okay, it doesn't push. Man,
Nope.
he's Dig Dogger, man. What a tease. Never went to 4. Knows exactly where it is, but he's not going to have time to go to 4 if he needs it.
No, if that recorder were required, that's pretty much the end of the race.
Yeah, that could be Zelda. Potentially. I don't know if we've seen that on the one of their sides. So they're doing a good job of hiding. It makes me think that they're together, though. Once you find one, you're going to find the other.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where haven't we been in this 9?
I don't know if we went all the way to the top left.
Well, we
Right
have
here.
now.
And there he is.
And there's the roar. We can see the life changes.
Opno's going to look to see if the red ring is here. No. That's smart, though.
And you're right, that could be Zelda right next door.
Right next door to her, to him. All right, blue potion, white sword. This should be no problem. Needs to be a little careful.
Well, he does have a potion. That's...
Took a couple of hits. Got the stun lock now, though. Boy, oh boy. Made it interesting. Definitely made it interesting. All right, let's see if this is her right here.
If it is, cytown's going to be right behind. Because cytown's coming into Ganon
He's
now.
in now, yeah. So cytown saw that shoot room with the shutter door. I don't know if it's right here. And that is her. Wow, but he doesn't have a potion left. Oh, he tried to burn himself. Cytown fighting Ganon. Gotta be careful. He has no potion. Got the stun lock. I don't know how in the world Cytown would ever get through that room. He does have 8 bombs. Opno's looking for this red ring. Opening up the door here. He might get a fairy if he kills enough things and then bombs the Wizrobes. Unbelievable. He's in the room. Oh my gosh. And he's got nothing that drops anything. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, he's left with
More Wizrobes.
more Wizrobes. I've never seen anything like this. I think you got to try to go bomb the Wizrobes. And he can't. He had one chance with the blue ring. Now,
Is there a way to get from below?
Now Opno's trying to. He's okay. So that's 11. So 5 more, and that's a fairy. Well, not now. Now a lot more. Cytown gets more bombs. Does take a hit. He's killing stuff.
So Opno leaves.
Yeah, he leaves. Gonna
Go buy a potion.
go buy a potion. So opening up the door here for Sai. He's got a heart. He's got 6 hearts basically because of the blue ring. Man, if he had picked up that red candle, he'd be able to get through that room. Sai just needs to keep killing stuff, and he's going to get a fairy, which will give him another 3 hearts. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Alright, there's some more bombs. Don't kill the keys unless you know your number that you're on. Those guys would have helped him out.
Yeah, but I think at 3 hearts, he
He's
can
got
burn
it.
himself once with the candle. I think he's in good shape.
Yeah, I agree. And just run. Just run. And there it is.
Yeah, without that blue candle, he dies there.
Yep, absolutely. Cytown is your winner. Holy moly. Get your GGs out in chat. Cytown's finished with a race time of 1:10:41. Opno's going to be right behind him. What an ending. Oh man, what an ending. And we are joined in the booth by Cytown. GG, my friend.
GG.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Dude.
What the heck?
So, okay, there's plenty to talk about, but Opno killed Ganon, what would you say, Fry? 30 seconds before you did?
Oh God,
Yeah.
mercy.
Yep.
And he was in that room, but just like you, he had no health. I think he maybe had a heart, but he's on green tunic. So he went for he was looking for the red ring. He was looking for hearts. He ended up leaving to go get a potion. And then we saw you go in, You were looking for. What, is there anything that could drop me anything? No, nothing. It was an unbelievable finish.
What a poo show there at the end, man. I was so mad. I was so mad about the power bracelet. Like, I was furious. It was the one thing I didn't want to happen. And
I know. I know.
I thought it was
Well, we thought that the ladder might be blocked.
Mm-hmm.
Because it took so long to find. I think you only had 4 caves or so left when you found that were open.
Yeah, it's accurate. I had 5 because I died on a screen on the Candle Road. But yeah.
Okay.
But so for me, I had 5 caves left when I found it. And I was like, well, I guess I'll go look for 3 and see if I'm going to have anything blocked now. But yeah, it was
Wow.
crazy. What a seed. It
was crazy. I mean, you guys were pretty much right there, neck and neck the whole time. I want to say, like, he was doing a lot of digging early with no sword, which we thought might end up biting him, but then because 3 was blocked, he's about to join us here, so I'm just going to wait and talk to both of you at the same time.
Yeah, right on.
Repeat everything. Hey, there's Opno. GG, man. GG.
Good job, dude.
Hi.
Hey, now we can hear you.
Hi.
How was this even somewhat close? Like, pretty much last located the power bracelet.
So, okay, this was a really incredible race to watch. You guys you had 2 different strategies, wildly different strategies off at the top. You were digging things immediately in every level with the wood arrows and bombs and candle, and cytown was prioritizing the overworld. So he had the sword way before you did, but you had the Triforces out of I think 1, 2, and 4 maybe by the time that he had the sword, and then you both cleared everything, found the ladder, found that you didn't have 3. Cytown got the raft, you got the recorder. Almost at the same time. I think cytown was earlier to the raft, and then you got the recorder, and so we were like, oh man, which one's it going to be? Neither of them. We don't need either one of these things. And then it seemed like every dungeon that cytown was in was like dig dogger after dig dogger after dig dogger, and really thought you were going to get blocked up in the top of 8. It was annoying and trolly looking for a key, but you were able to get the Triforce there. And then it was just like, one of you would go to 6, the other one would go to 7, and then you'd switch, and then you both were in 5, I think, at the same time. Opno, I think you were the first to the book, so you had the Atlas in the dungeons. Cytown was the first one to the Any Key. He was the first one to the White Sword. So it was really just interesting to see you trading off resources, and you both were missing knowledge in key places. So Opno had solved the seed first. He had everything, and knew that the power bracelet was in 8. Got the power bracelet. I want to say, Fry, was he in 9? I think you said like 2 minutes and 50 seconds or something.
2 minutes and 50 seconds ahead into 9.
Yeah. And so,
Wait, really?
Yeah, so you beat him into 9. He just had a quicker find of Ganon. And you killed Ganon before Cytown did. Went into that shoot room, and then Cytown was killing Ganon. He went into that shoot room. He only had half a heart. So you both were walking around looking for things to kill, and it was all just a bunch of gels and keys and garbage.
I tried to count for a fairy on one of the wires, but apparently I got trolled by the wand and got a double kill.
Yeah.
At that point I was just like, I'm just gonna get another potion.
Yeah, so that's what you left to get the potion. Okay, so I was thinking that you were building an account and you were just at your 10, but I didn't realize that you had counted up to 16. So yeah, and then Cytown.
I had no bombs, but I was not clearing that whisper room.
No, the other difference was the Cytown bought a blue ring very early, and you did green tunic the whole way. So, although that shield that you bought really helped you out in a few rooms for sure. So it was just really interesting to see you all use different resources
That shoot room at the end made me want to maybe feel like I should have got a blue ring instead.
Yeah, I think, if you had a blue ring, then you probably win, actually, because you would have had enough health probably to get through that blue wizrobe room.
There's a million things that could have went a different way. It would have changed the outcome, and that's pretty much...
That's every race for Opno and me. It comes down to, like, craziness at the end.
Yeah, it was highly entertaining. So the GG's to both of you. I thoroughly enjoyed watching this.
Yeah, and then finally got back to the shoot room and then just rushed through, used the potion, and I would have survived even without the potion. So, yeah.
Of course.
Really hoping that that staircase next to Ganon was the red ring or something. Was probably somewhere.
Yeah, the red ring would have been lovely.
Yeah, it was at 4 hearts the first time I went into that shoot room. I backed out and then rushed in and tried to candle boost, but I messed up my input and threw the flames to the left and got hit by a wizrobe. So then I was done for because if I had boosted correctly, I could have taken one wizrobe buff and be in, but I messed up and I had to leave.
Makes sense.
That was a weird scene.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't want to happen happened. I just didn't want to block. I just wanted to run. And it did not work out.
Yeah, when I found the silver arrows in the first room at 9, I thought I was done for. It was like,
it didn't feel good.
It's like, cytown's surely done already. I'm so toast.
I had such a horrible, like, overworld / I kept dying in the overworld, like, ridiculous amounts of times, and it did not feel good the whole way through.
I died once and reset it out of it because I was super early on before I even had the armor item.
Yeah, I died southwest of Candle Road, and I died on is it Death Armos? Is that what that one's called? The Blue Ring Shop in Vanilla?
Yeah.
So both of them far away from start, and it just sucked.
Sure would have liked to buy a red potion. It was 6 rupees short. 6 rupees short. It was 87. I had 81.
I had 10 hearts.
Yeah, I had 12 hearts actually.
Yeah. What a waste of 10 hearts there at the end with a half heart after Ganon.
Yeah, it's funny you bring that up. So I was waiting for this.
Oh God, have mercy.
You did walk right past 2 heart containers at the end of the scene after you already had 10.
It didn't matter.
Well,
okay. First off, you need 14 to get mags, and an extra heart container when you start with 3 when you reset doesn't matter. So I didn't have like a full bill of health going into 9.
No, but it is funny that you take some flack sometimes for skipping hearts and obviously you won this race, so it doesn't matter. But if you had 2 more full heart containers in that shoot room, then obviously you would have won a couple minutes earlier.
Yeah, but I mean, me skipping those particular heart containers didn't matter for the end because of I up 8 in the dungeon. I'd have had 3 hearts no matter what. The killer part was using up both my potions I had throughout the other dungeons, and I wish I could have saved 1 for 9.
Yeah, I think it was the right call though at the time because I think the one you were in a patcher room and it was shuttered in. Maybe both of them were patchers actually, but it was one of those things where you go ahead and use the potion when you have it. I hate seeing people die with potion in their pocket.
Yeah, for sure. Either way, it felt like I got lucky, and I always say it. I don't mind being lucky. I'll be lucky all the time. But GG. Opno, and thank you to Smash and Fry and Smile and all you people letting us do stupid crap like playing Z1R on stream.
Yeah, GG's cytown. Honestly, I'm kind of glad you won because I would have had no clue what flags to pick.
I love these flags. Custom did a great job.
Yeah, they're great.
But these are awesome.
Except, frankly, the last 3 seeds I've played were trash seed.
Understood.
So,
I did
any
do
thoughts
practice.
as to?
Yeah. Go
Sorry,
ahead.
I was gonna say, any thoughts as to what you're going to design for next month?
Yeah. So I've thought about it for all of 10 seconds now, and I think what I'm going to do.
It's like everything in your life.
That's about how I make all my decisions too. So this is plenty of time for me. I think it's going to be like an all second quest overall, second quest dungeons. We're gonna.
Boy.
We haven't done enough second quest stuff, and everybody cries about it all the time. We need to do second quest. So I haven't decided if we'll have vanilla second quest items yet or not, but I'll think about that for 10 more seconds and then decide.
But
I love it.
Spirals.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of staircases in 7 and 8 gang. So good
I
luck.
love Second Quest 7.
Yeah, it's good times.
Second Quest 7 isn't that bad to me. Second Quest 4, I think, is the worst. I hate
Yeah.
It is the most brutal thing.
Yeah.
The walk through walls. I forget about them. You get distracted.
it. 2 muggers.
100 stages or 100 freaking rooms. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do next time. Something second quest.
But the one thing I don't like about Second Quest 4 is the walls you would want to bomb, don't bomb. Always
Right.
forts in a path you don't want to take because the walls bomb when you want to.
Yeah, and then 7, no walls should bomb, and then periodically one wall will. So it gets a little funky. So that'll be next month. We'll do that next month. All second quest all the time.
All right. Well, I'm sure some of us are looking forward to that. GG, both of you.
I'm looking forward to watching.
Yeah.
I love you, Fry.
Yeah. Hey, I tell you what. If you and Opno get in the finals again, I'll try to call it with Fry because this was very entertaining.
I bet. I'm looking forward to hearing you guys call the race and saying how stupid I am because you know it was there. Gave you plenty of fodder.
Always, my friend. Opno,
Yes,
great
sir.
race. Fry, always fun calling with you guys. So GG's and good luck in the rest of these Torneo Cortos.
Have a good one, guys.
Thank you. All right. Well, I'd like to thank our tracker Smilefires for this evening. I'd like to thank Fry Teeth for joining me and correcting me when I'm wrong here. But pretty good, entertaining, I'd say, right?
Especially that 9. It doesn't get much better than that.
I love it. I mean, I've seen trolley rooms to get to Zelda. I'm not sure that I've seen the lead change quite like that. It's been a while if I have, for sure.
I did have a race just like that. Well, not with the lead change, but the exact situation. You had to walk through a shoot room, but it was a Patra to get to Zelda.
Always great. You just never know what's behind those doors. That's why this game is so awesome. That's why Fred did such a great job, and the original devs of this game. It's got fun for days. We've been playing this for, gosh, I've been here since 2019, and you were here before me, so it never gets old.
Nope.
Well, thanks Speed Gaming for letting us put this on, and Opno and cytown, make sure you give them a follow. Both of them are great Z1R runners, and see them doing other stuff as well. And thanks again to Smilefires. Thanks Fry Teeth. Everybody have a great night, and we'll see you next time.